we wanted to kick off a forum in the Western Cape that was different. We wanted something that's going to create a community amongst the project managers in the Western Cape, and not just be another forum where we all get together and we stand and we watch one or two people stand on stage and talk about all the good things and good points around methodology and so forth and best practices. And we're looking for something more practical within the project management space, something where we can actually get members of the community within that project community in the Western Cape to come up and talk to us about their experiences and their PMOs, how methodology works in their space. So with that, allaboutXpert got together with project experts, PMO heads, project managers in the Western Cape, and we put together this forum. And this is the start of the forum. Try and get something different going in the community. Let me get to why these lovely people are sitting here. Okay. How do we show the value in the PMO? So we all know the stats. I pulled down a couple of stats here. 35% of software projects deliver on time and on budget. Okay, it's a chaos report, Standish Group. PMIs, this is pulled from the PMI side, 2013 Pulse Professional Funds, organizational risk on average. They lose $135 million for every $1 billion spent. Okay, I know that's American, but I think we can equate that to our market as well. Now that's for the top performing, 135 million for every billion. That's what's lost in a top performing project. Okay? They reckon there's 14 times more cost for low performing. Okay. So we talk about the value. How do we promote the value of the PMO?
If there was one thing you could improve on in your PMO right now to ensure that we do get the value that we require from a PMO, what would that be in your own PMOs?
Yeah, I guess it's been my mantra for the whole night so far. But yeah, it's about the successful delivery of programs and projects. And we heard the figures that Ross quoted. You know that we're not unusual. All of us are sitting in that 35 to maybe you can stretch it to 42% success rate. So for every rand that they spend on projects, business is getting 42 cents return. That's scary. And that I think is still optimistic actually, because we're not taking the full cost of projects. So from a Santam perspective, with a portfolio spending over 240 odd million a year on projects, it's a scary number. Our business works hard to give us that money to change and improve their business. So that has to be a focus for us.
Down, focus on delivery.
Successful
delivery. Okay, nicely put. Vandi, what would you improve on?
We are definitely going to improve our information gathering on our projects so that we can gather more information, more trends, more analysis to provide the organization with the information that they need to make those critical decisions.
Mike, what would you improve on?
I think projects is about people, and when we say that, we often think of project managers and users, but it's in an insurance, if one's providing an assurance function, it's about accountability across the board. I do not have a preference. I think there's many ways in which an organization can leverage the value of projects. And I think organizations structure it as suits them. What I'd like to see is that the organization, no matter how they structure it, whether they have a central PMO or a distributed PMO or a best practice, a center of excellence type PMO, or just set up project offices per project, it doesn't really matter. What I'd like to see though is that we get good mature project management happening.
So what responsibility does the project office have for influencing organizational design to allow project managers to deliver effectively? And secondly, what responsibility does the project office have for calling out poor sponsors?
Personally, I feel all business cases should be projectized. All business models should be projectized. So the responsibility of the project office is to work towards projectizing the business's model. But that's just my opinion. I think a huge responsibility lies on PMOs to leverage the value of project management within an organization. That's where the skills reside, that's where the understanding resides, and that's a strong role that the project officer should play in doing that. Because otherwise, if we don't change the way executives think, we're not going to get successful projects.